Hello and welcome everyone. My name is ShinyWave. I am a content creator on Twitch and YouTube, specializing in gaming, art content, tech, and well, just kind of whatever the heck I want. And I thought it would be fun today to just kind of go over my physical Nintendo Switch collection because I love this console so dearly. As you can see, I have the Animal Crossing version. This is my second Switch. I actually got the original launch version and then I had to get the Animal Crossing one. I did end up selling my launch one, but yeah, it is my favorite console currently to play. And I don't have like an outrageous collection of physical games, but I have a pretty decent sized collection that I'm proud of, so I thought we would just go through all my games. So let's just get to it. I kind of loosely organized them in the order by which I bought them. So the first game, Zelda Breath of the Wild. I'm sure you all have heard of this. What is there to say? This is one of the best games I've ever played in my life. I mean, probably top 10 favorite games, if not higher. I put almost 200 hours into this bad boy. It's the reason I got my Switch at first. That and knowing that Animal Crossing would come out eventually. Yeah, I mean, I came home with this when I bought my Switch. Like that's why you get a Switch, man. It's Zelda. And then that same day, I also came home with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe because, duh, you need Mario Kart. Like you can't have a Switch and not have these two games. Like these are just like quintessential. I'm sorry. I don't make the rules, but these are it, okay? Those two. Absolutely essential. And then the third game I got, because I was like, those two games are great. I have played so much Zelda, I was like, okay, I need to play something else. Zelda's great, but like, who do I need to take a break from finding all of these 999 Korok seeds because I'm gonna go crazy. So I went out and I got Super Mario Odyssey, which is also amazing. I beat it pretty quickly. It's not too difficult of a game, but I think it's very inventive. It's very original, it's colorful, it's cute, it's great for kids. I mean, I think it's worth every penny. Definitely check this one out if you are a Switch owner. I can't recommend it enough. Check out Super Mario Odyssey. Alright, and after Super Mario Odyssey came out, I had an urge for something a little bit more competitive. A lot of my friends online had been streaming this game, Splatoon, which I was super attracted to, but a little intimidated by, because it was a shooter, and I'm not good at shooters, but I reluctantly purchased Splatoon because I wanted to be cool like them, and I fell in love with this game, which was like one of the most pleasant surprises of the year. It's so colorful, it's so fun. It's like a shooter that's not violent. It's super original. I can't recommend Splatoon enough. I only play Turf Wars. I don't play any of like the ranked modes or anything like that. You really don't need to enjoy the game, but you know, if you are more competitive and want to get more into that sort of thing, that stuff is definitely there. Nintendo Online is kind of not the best, so that is the one downside with it. I would recommend getting an Ethernet adapter because the Switch Wi-Fi is not very good. So, I mean, all of that kind of is quite a bit of an investment, and you need a Nintendo Online to play. So, you know, it's quite an investment to play an online game, but I was going to pay for all of that anyway for other titles, so to me, Splatoon, totally worth it. I love this game. The next game I picked up day one of launch, of course, was Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I mean, you have to get Smash Bros. It's so much fun. I love couch co-op with Smash. I actually love the adventure mode in this game too. I know a lot of people don't. I do not play this game online. I don't really like the online community for Smash. It can get really toxic. I'm sure there's lots of lovely people that play too. Don't get me wrong, but it gets a little intense for me. So I mostly just play against the computer, but even just that is like so much fun to me. I have bought some of the DLC. I haven't bought all of it. It's quite a lot if you buy all the DLC, but still, I mean, it's great. It's endless fun. Like, there's so many characters, so many stages, so much music, like, it's insane. I love Smash Bros. And then one day, I had a rough day, and I took a mental health day from work. And I was like, do you know what I need? a big, juicy, new JRPG to just sink my teeth into and get lost in. And I decided to pick up Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I never played a Xenoblade game. I quite really... Did I like this game? I have mixed feelings about this game. I loved it, and then I got stuck, and I got super frustrated. There were things I loved about this game, and there were things that drove me crazy about this game. I think it's worth playing. I don't think it's a bad game. I think it's very beautiful. But there are certain things about this game that just personally drive me nuts. I'll just leave it at that. This isn't a review of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I could get more into it, but that's just the next game I bought. And then I decided to purchase, perhaps without my better judgment, Super Mario Maker 2. I had never played the first one. I didn't have a Wii U. I didn't play the one on 3DS. I'm really bad at platformers. Like really, really bad. I don't really play much of the classic Mario. I mostly just stick to the 3D Mario because that's what I grew up with. Anything Super Mario 64 and after, great. Anything before, I'm pretty bad at. I'm not saying they're bad games. I'm just bad at them. So I don't really know why I thought I would be good at this game. It is brutal, but it is also amazing. Like the creative things you can do with it and like just exploring other people's stages online is really fun. So I don't think it's like a bad purchase by any means. I just think for me, maybe I didn't need to get it right away. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have paid full price for this one. But it is what it is. And then the next games I purchased, this was a big launch day title for me, was of course Pokemon Sword and Shield. I am a huge Pokemon fan. So of course the first console Pokemon, like this launch, I was so excited. I had to get the steel book. I went for it. I got the pretty steel book. I love it. It's gorgeous. He's so nice. I actually have the games inside of the actual cases, not the steelbook. And I still keep them in the box. I just took them out for this video. Obviously, I played the game, so, you know, I didn't bother keeping it, like, perfect, factory sealed. You know, I do collect these games, but I'm never going to sell it. It's just for me. But yes, my treasured darlings, Sword and Shield. I mostly played Sword. This is the one with my totally complete Pokedex and all my shinies. I did complete the story in Shield. I didn't complete the Pokedex. That's just a lot of time to complete the Pokedex in 2 games. And I actually haven't even yet completed the DLC Pokedex in Sword. But I have completed the DLC in Sword, and I love the DLC. I think it's just fantastic. This game is great. I probably put almost 200 hours into it. I did a lot of shiny hunting. I highly recommend Pokemon Sword. 10 out of 10. And this next game, I had no idea I was going to fall in love with it as much as I did. Holy moly, Dragon Quest XI, Echoes of an Elusive Age just captured my heart. I love this game with my whole butt. It's so good. Like, everything about this game is so cozy. The story feels so good. The battles are just hard enough and satisfying, but not too hard. You can play in like cool sprite mode or in 3D. Like, the soundtrack is amazing. I mean, it's just incredible. This was my first Dragon Quest title I've ever played. I can't wait to play more. I was so obsessed with this game. It took me a really long time to finish it, which I was happy about because every minute of it was a complete blast. Dragon Quest XI, oh man. Chef's kiss. The next series I got into, also because of peer pressure, was Story of Seasons, Friends of Mineral Town. A friend of mine had gotten me a couple of titles for the 3DS, a couple of Story of Seasons Trio of Towns, and some other titles, and I really enjoyed them. So I was like, okay, I gotta get the new one, because I've never played the original Friends of Mineral Town. This game is really good. I played for a long time. I kind of hit a wall where I stopped playing, and that was when they took my horse away. Yes, they take your horse away if you don't love it enough. And no one told me. And I said hi to my horse every day, and I brushed him, and I gave him so much love, so don't even tell me that I didn't love my horse enough, because I did, okay? And I'm hurt. And I can't play this game anymore because they took my horse away, and I'm done with it. I'm done. We're done. The next game I got more so for collector reasons. Because oh boy, did playing these games again make me rage. It's Mario 3D All-Stars. Oh my gosh. I have mixed feelings about this port. The Nintendo lover in me had to buy it because Nintendo was going to stop production of this game after so long, and I was like, oh my gosh, the collector value. Anyway, and I love the idea of playing these classic games I played as a kid on the Switch, which also makes them streamable and, you know, clean resolution, which isn't something that was possible before. So that, you know, made it worth it to me. However, the controls were abysmal. And they kind of were originally for Super Mario 64. Like, let's be honest, that game played like pure ass, but it was still magical, so we loved it. Like, Mario 64 is one of the best games of all time. But man, it was torturesome to play again, but it was still playable. Sunshine? I don't know what it was. I hated not having a GameCube controller. Super Mario Sunshine, on the other hand, I could not play it without the GameCube controller. I just couldn't do it, okay? It was impossible. I think they added GameCube controller support later on, but like I don't have an adapter for that. I'm not gonna like buy that. It was too much. I tried to play Galaxy again, and for some reason within 2 hours of playing it, I felt so nauseous I just wanted to puke. I couldn't play it. I don't know what it was. I don't know if I'm old now. I never had an issue playing it on the Wii. I love this game. I still have my Wii. I could just play it on the Wii just fine. I was so bummed because I was very excited to play Galaxy and like high quality, but it just wasn't working out, man. So essentially, I paid $60 just to play Super Mario 64 again and get really angry at it. Oh well. It's still kind of a cool collector's piece, I guess. Okay, the next game I am possibly bought because Zelda was on the cover. I mean, okay. I have just not played enough of this game yet. It's cool. Warriors type games are not like my kind of game. I'm mostly playing this for the story, I'm not gonna lie. It's not that the gameplay is bad, like it's fun. It's just like kind of repetitive. I like the idea that this is like the, you know, giant battle before the calamity. The concept of this is great. The art is beautiful. The frame rate, however, is complete shit. And I know that the Switch is not a PS5 or like a gaming PC. It's not gonna have the same performance, but sometimes the frame rate drops so insanely low in this game that it just hurts my brain. And it makes it hard to play. I'll be honest. I can't play this game for more than like an hour or two at a time, which is why I've not gotten very far in it. Half of me feels like maybe I should have just not bought it and watched all the cutscenes on YouTube. But I had to buy it. It's a new Zelda game. I had to buy it. It's Zelda, you know? I don't know. Maybe one day it'll click and I'll get into it, but I can't get into it as of yet, sadly. Oh well. The little robot is adorable though. This little shit. Love this guy. Love him. The next game I purchased, which I have not played yet. I've not opened it. Oops. Is Catherine Full Body. Catherine Full Body is made by Atlas, the same developers as Persona 5 and Persona series, which is one of my favorite series ever. It's basically a game about a man struggling with infidelity, and you have to like work through puzzles and nightmares. These women. It sounds like a very interesting game. It was originally, I believe, a PS3 game, and it was ported to Switch. And I just thought it was kind of a cool game to have on Switch, especially it being like a puzzle type game. I think works really well with handheld. So I am excited to play this one day whenever I have time to start it. Who knows when that will be? But that is it. I bought it. It was also on sale for Black Friday, so that's part of the reason that I bought it, even when I don't really have time to play it at the moment. And the last, most recent game I picked up for my Nintendo Switch, I bought myself for Christmas, and it is Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. Now you may be confused, because I had such kind of a mixed opinion on Xenoblade 2 as to why I picked this game up. Well, one, I've heard this game is vastly superior to Xenoblade 2. It's also a lot simpler, the battle systems. I watched people stream it, I learned a lot about the game, and it looked more appealing. It seemed like everything that annoyed me in Xenoblade 2 was not evident or existing in this game. So, I don't know. I gave it a shot. I've been playing it. I'm absolutely loving it. I'm liking it a lot more than Xenoblade 2. I think not having to deal with like the blades and all the extra arts, like the battle systems are just like a little less complicated. So for somebody that's a newbie to Xenoblade, like this is a better starting point. I think I just like went in too deep and too hard with Xenoblade 2. Like I just shouldn't have started with that game. So I think my plan is to finish this game, and then I'm going to go back to Xenoblade 2, figure out the spot that I'm stuck in, and maybe eventually finish it. Because I do want to finish the game. I did enjoy it, but I think I'm going to beat this game first. And that is it. Which, I mean, not that's it. I'm kind of overwhelmed that I own this many Switch games. Like, holy cow. And I have a lot more games digitally. I didn't really think I acquired so many games. I did not buy a Switch at launch. I bought a Switch, maybe like a year and a half after it came out. Oh! And that is it. That is my Nintendo Switch physical collection. It's not too shabby. It's more games than I kind of thought that I had, so I'm kind of glad that I did this. I do have a lot more digitally, of course, than physical. Maybe I'll do another video of all the games I have digitally, but I just thought it would be fun to kind of look at my collection as it stands in the beginning of 2021. We can see how it grows. Hopefully it shouldn't grow too much because my backlog is insane with all these Steam sales and PS4 sales, and yeah, I got lots of video games to play and not a lot of free time to play them. But life is good. I mean, childhood me would be so stoked to have like this giant pile of Nintendo to chomp my teeth into. So yeah, life is good. Play video games. Be kind to each other. That's all I got. Until next time, I will see you on Twitch, where we stream 3 times a week. Thursdays at 7:30, and then Saturdays and Sundays at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Catch y'all on the flip side. Bye-bye!